Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday night. Glad to have everyone here with us tonight. Got a full crowd, got a big crowd piling in here tonight, and we are super excited to share some information with you guys. And as always, we're going to bring in Mr. NC Relic Hunter himself. He's going to be joining in with us tonight, as always. So we're going to add him to the stage. What's up, Michael?
What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a good evening.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here, and I know a lot of you are excited for the giveaway that we're doing tonight. We really appreciate that, Mr. Joe Dirt. Thank you already for that that donation. And again, all donations go straight back into the channel. It allows us to bring you this live stream, allows us to share all this information with you guys. And again, we appreciate Mr. Joe Dirt with a generous donation to start our night.
That's news in the detecting world.
Oh yeah, we got some news to share, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. And I think a lot of people are excited about just, it's getting close to fall, Michael. A lot of people are going to be getting out and doing some detecting, and we got a lot of things that are on the horizon, Michael. So, it's going to be a good time to be a metal detectorist, as there's some new products coming out. And again, the weather's cooling down. So just a lot of cool things happening. And we're glad that we're going to be here with you guys to share what's happening. So, Michael, let's do some shout outs real quick and we'll get rocking and rolling. But we've got Mr. Old Pelon in the house. Glad to have him joining in with us tonight. Mr. Digging Daryl is here. We appreciate Digging Daryl as always. Great supporter of our channel. We've got Miss Aggie Hall, Detecting Adventures. She says, greetings all. We got Mr. CZ Digger in the house. Glad to have CZ joining in with us. Always great to have him in here, as he's got some information to share too as well. Mr. Tesh Ridge Digger, all the way from South Louisiana. He said, home of the Louisiana bird, the mosquito. Well, I think that's our bird too, right, Michael?
Yeah, we can give him some competition.
Yeah, I think we could too. But he's down there. If he's in South Louisiana, he's down there in the bayou and all those other things. But I'm sure the mosquitoes are pretty rough in that area. But anyway, we got Mr. Lost Soul. He says, hello, fellow metal detecting enthusiasts. We've got Mr. Brian Olier. Appreciate Brian joining out. Hopefully I said his name correct. We got Mr. Chris. We appreciate Chris joining in with us tonight. He's always here and super supporter of our channel. Mr. LC Hunt is in here. Glad to have LC. Always a great supporter of the channel as well. We've got Danny in the house. Says, hi, Southern Relic Adventures. Hi, Danny in. We're glad to have you with us. We've got Mr. Richard Pelkey all the way from Vermont. Richard's always here with us, and we appreciate him. We got Miss Bells. She says, good evening, everyone, and please don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Bells, for the reminder. Bells is a great supporter of our channel, and we appreciate her joining in with us tonight as well. We got Mr. Doug Atkins, again, from South Louisiana. Got a lot of South Louisiana people in here, don't we, Michael? We got DS Metal Detecting. Appreciate DS joining in with us. Mr. James Lettner's in here. Says, good evening, everyone. Glad to have James with us. We got DK1 Detects. Appreciate him joining in with us. And as always, Detect Meister all the way from over in Ireland. We appreciate Detect Meister, always a supporter of our channel. And we appreciate him all the way across the big pond, Michael. We got Mr. Sniff It Out. He says, hey, guys. We got Rob, New York, and FL. Okay. He says, howdy, y'all. Glad to have Rob in here with us. We've got Mr. Ricky Bennett. He says, good evening, everyone, and happy Friday night. Thank you for being here, Ricky. We appreciate you. We got Papa Vane in here. He says, hello, and glad to have Papa in here. We got Mr. Digging Dude is in here. Glad to have Digging Dude. Always, too, another great supporter of our channel. We got Miss Alexa in here. Glad to have you with us tonight. Alexa, we appreciate that. Let's see, Michael. Don't want to miss anybody.
JT,
J Tibb, right? He says he gave a heart to Alexa. So glad to have J Tibb in here with us. MD4 Cash is in here. He says hi at Southern Relic Adventures. We appreciate you, MD4 Cash, and thanks for joining in. Always great to have you. Let's see here. We got Mr. Tex Kinsey in the house. Glad to have Tex with us. And we got Mr. Buzzsaw in the house all the way from East Texas. Let's see, Michael. I'm trying not to miss anybody. Mr. John W's in here. Appreciate John joining in with us as well. We got the Sod Father. And we appreciate the Sod Father joining in with us tonight. We've got Mr. Gene Gilstrap all the way from the OKC. We appreciate Gene being with us. Mr. Gary Hulls is all the way from Oregon. Glad to have Gary. He's a great supporter of the channel. Wilton 925. Glad to have Wilton back in with us. Appreciate Wilton being here. We've got Jeff's Detecting Channel. Hey, Jeff. Glad to have you with us tonight. Try not to miss. Don't let me miss anybody, Michael. Oh, Mr. Carson Chris is in here. Glad to have Carson Chris with us tonight. Thank you, Carson, for joining in with us. Let's see here. Jeff's Detecting Channel. I think we said him earlier. And anybody else, Michael? Did I miss anybody?
You say Eric F.
Eric F. I didn't see Eric F. Where is Eric? Oh, I see him. There he is. Hello. He says he's from Blythewood, South Carolina. We definitely got to recognize our South Carolinian friends, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so glad to have Eric F. in here with us all the way from Blythewood, which is just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, for those of you that don't know that. But glad to have Eric with us, excuse me. Glad to have Eric with us tonight. All right, Michael, so what you been up to, buddy? Anything good?
Working. That's about it this week. We've had some nice weather, though.
Yeah.
It really has been.
Well, it's warming up, and I know a lot of us are getting ready to get out in the field and start detecting. As it gets closer and closer to October and November, they start harvesting those crops and then disking up those fields. I know a lot of us will be out there in the fields, and of course, we got to wait for deer season in some cases, to be over with. And I know a lot of people are real excited about deer season as well, as I know Michael is. So. Again, yeah, there's going to be, it's just a great time. And then college football starting, Michael, so we're all excited about that. We're having some more people come in here. We got 5 Mile Relic Hunters in here. Glad to have 5 Mile. He's always with us. Mr. Chip O is in here. Glad to have Chip O. And then Bell says, hey, Brian, what is the machines? And we're going to
Did you misspell the, she must be talking about, did you look at your thumbnail?
I probably misspelled it. I was probably typing.
That's probably what she's talking about.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. Surfside Dan's in here. He says he's on the road in New York, but he says he's got us tuned in. We appreciate that. Digging Dude said he's heading out to the UK next week. And Brian Thomas just joined in. Glad to have Brian. He said, I just came from off the beach. He's probably finding some crazy things on the beach as well.
And he's going to the UK too, right?
Right. He's getting ready to go to the UK as well. So, and Michael and I are hoping to go sometime maybe next year or, sometime in the near future, we're hoping. And we're going to try to get over there and do some metal detecting ourselves. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. So, Michael, we've had a couple of things happen this week since our last live stream. So I wanted to just go ahead and sort of talk about some of those things. So some of you may not be aware of these things. So that's why we do these live streams, is to sort of help you guys. So the first thing that happened is looks like we got a Legend 2 coming, Michael.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like that screen. It's a bigger screen. We don't know a lot about it right now, but this picture here, but it does have a larger screen and hopefully a better interface as far as navigating.
Right. And the original Legend was a great machine, and I'm real interested to see what kind of upgrades this machine's going to have, how much faster it's going to be, how much lighter is it going to be, because I know a lot of people that have the original Legend, which I have right here in my hands, which is a great machine. I love that LG 24 coil. But yeah, I think the original Legend, I mean, has been a workhorse. They really did well with the design of this machine, and of course, just like we're experiencing right now, it took them a while to get it right, but once they got it dialed in, it ran really, really, really well. And I think a
One
lot.
feature I'm kind of interested in and see where it says the wireless firmware update
Yes,
compatible, and we've experienced that, with that
yeah,
Rudis that
right.
we had,
And
and
yeah,
that
we had
was
the
a nice.
Rudis. Yeah, and you could do your update straight from your phone, which I thought
Yeah,
was really cool.
it
And
was.
I think Nokta has sort of adopted some of that into this new machine. Of course, it's waterproof. We see that, but other than that, we really don't know much more about it. Now, I do know that supposedly, now I could be wrong, but supposedly we're going to get some more information tomorrow at some point, and then we may know more on Sunday, as I believe that Quarter Hoarder is actually debuting this machine tomorrow. At least that's what I've been hearing, and I've heard that from a couple of other sources that they were going to be announcing and sort of showing some of this tomorrow or this weekend. So I think we'll know more about it after tomorrow, hopefully. Jeff's Detecting Channel says, yeah, they're great machines. They are. The Legend is a good machine. It's solid. It's pretty robust. But again, as with all of these machines, you get a new one that eventually comes out to try to replace the old one, and this will be an interesting thing to see what they do. I do know that they've made the user interface. I know they've listened to customers as far as the user interface. Tex Kinsey said, yeah, it should be easier to use. The two, yes. And that's what I've been hearing. I know it's supposed to be lighter than the original. So I think that's going to be a big, big improvement for them.
Yeah, that's
And
one thing they needed to improve on it, and it sounds like they have.
right, right. So, yeah. Damien says the Rudis will be available in the United States before the day is too high frequency coil. Well, those coils are coming. They're starting to show up. So
I saw
um,
a lot more people online that say they're getting them right now than I have.
yeah,
So
yeah, and I've been seeing a lot more of them showing up. So I think that's going to be good as well. Buzzsaw says Quarter Hoarder at 6:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. And I've talked to Nokta. I've tried to get them to give me a little bit of information about it, but they've been sort of mum. Mum is the word. So, but maybe they'll reach out to us about sort of showing this machine and maybe even using it in the near future. So hopefully they do, and if they don't, then we'll still try to figure something out. But it'll be interesting to see what they've done with the Legend.
yeah,
Um, and again, I know a lot of you. The only knock that I had on the Legend were the tones, the audio. I just didn't think the audio was as crisp as it should have been. It sort of seemed sort of herky jerky sometimes. Did you think that too, Michael?
well, especially with the headphones.
Yeah,
I did. It kind of was a little more muffled almost sounding. It
right,
would, like you said, crisp sounding, but hopefully that um, they've worked on that. And we talked about the weight
right.
um, and the bigger icons as far as navigating. Yeah, I mean the original Legend is a great machine as far as separation and everything. It's just a few things they had to work on, and it looks like they've addressed those.
Yeah, I think they have too. So I'm seeing a lot of people that are saying, "Hey, I got my HF2 coil." So those coils are coming in.
Yeah,
And Papa Vane says, I'm still waiting on mine. He ordered it on May 17th. Well, they're coming, Papa. I hope you get yours very, very soon, as it looks like a couple of people on here have gotten theirs. Digging Darrell just said he got his this week too. So I mean that's 3-4 people that have said that they got theirs tonight.
Right.
So they got them this week. So I know that they're starting to crank those things out. So hopefully a lot of you will be getting those really, really soon. What else do you want to see out of this machine, Michael?
Well, we talked about the weight.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've worked on the tones. Like you said, they kind of sound a little muffled
Right.
at times. But hopefully they've worked on the tones as well on this machine. It did have most of the tone options. I know Digging Dude mentioned the dual tone, like the rudest. I don't know if it'll have that, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if they improve on the audio, it should be an excellent machine.
Right. Joe Dirt, I think you might get it sooner than Christmas. I hope you do. I really do, because I think I really do think they're starting to crank those out. Old Pelon says, I hope they made the icons when you scroll through different menus bigger. And that's what I
agree with that.
Yeah, those little ones were hard to see. They were. That was a pain. And just to sort of go through that sometimes. But once you learned it, you were good. But it took a while to sort of get used to where a lot of those things are. So, again, we'll see what happens. Barbara the Dirt Pirate's in here. Glad to have Barbara with us tonight. So, yeah, we're going to be monitoring this closely and see what happens with it. And as soon as we get some more information, I mean, I've asked Mark and Delic to come on here. So maybe they'll come on and maybe they can share a little more information with us. And I'm going to keep after them, as I know that they are really, really busy right now, especially with the new machines debuting. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But the layout of that screen looks totally different from the Legend, from the original Legend. And it looks different from the triple score too, which I think a lot of people were thinking it was just going to be a triple score, remote with all these new features. But I think they've come out with something totally new as far as the user interface on that screen.
I wonder, another thing, I wonder if it's going to use the same coils as the original Legend.
I don't think it will.
You don't think it will?
No, because they've got a different beginning, or the first two words instead of LG, there's something else.
Oh, I got you.
I can't remember what they were, but they are something else from what I saw. So, but yeah, that'll be interesting to see what Nokta does. And of course, we've been saying that we felt like Nokta was going to be coming with something. We were expecting that PI machine, but what's so funny is we haven't seen that PI machine, Michael.
Yeah, I know.
So, I wish they would sort of say something about that. So we'll see what happens there with that. So, we're anxious to see what Nokta does with this new Legend 2. How much better is it going to be than the Legend? How's it going to stack up to maybe some of the other machines in that price range? And again, we don't know price at this point. So I hate to even speculate as far as what the price will be. But there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be real excited to buy this machine, and we hope to bring you guys some information on the machine, as well as help people learn how to use it and get familiar with the settings and that kind of stuff. So we are looking forward to getting our hands on
it. He brings up a good point. 99 target IDs, where we did have the 60.
Right. And so we're gonna talk about, and I know I see a lot of people posting over in there about the Vanquish. We're getting ready to talk about the Vanquish, but yeah, I like the higher target IDs too. I think that's just better. You don't get all that stuff compressed into one area or one region. It's sort of hard to tell what those targets are. Spreading it out, I think, it does make it better. And we'll see what happens there. Barbara says she loves her triple score. She says she just needs more time to detect. And I think all of us would agree with that. We'd love to be able to detect more, wouldn't we, Michael?
Yeah, that's right, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know he has the machine, and I'm hoping that they will maybe reach out to us to at least let us use the machine and sort of show it on the channel so you guys can sort of see what it's doing. But we don't know that. And again, I'll, if they don't, then we'll figure something else out. Again, it should be interesting to see what happens. Jeff's Detecting Channel says, how would you rate the Legend versus the Manicore? The Manicore is it's just an awesome machine. But they're very similar, but I think the Manicore with the big screen and some of the features that it has, it definitely is definitely, a little bit above the Legend. But I think the Legend, for the price that it is right now, I think it's a home run. It's a great value. That's the way I sort of look at the Legend. And I've used the Legend. I've run it. It's great on the beach. I know a lot of people that love it on the beach. I like that LG 24 coil with that machine. I love hunting and trash with that. So, I would have no problem running the Legend on any of my relic sites or running it on the beach. So, if you don't want to spend $1,200 or $1,300 on a Minelab Manicore, the Legend's not a bad deal, is it, Michael?
They sure, yeah. Really, it's going to find most of the stuff that you're going to find with the other machines for sure.
Oh yeah,
it performs well.
It is, and I think where the Manicore has an advantage on some machines too, I believe, is really the screen, Michael. It just gives you another form of discrimination that we don't get with some of the other metal detectors. Right. And I think that's where the Manicore tends to shine, a little bit more than some of the other machines. But I mean, I like them all. And my main thing is, and again, I've said this 100 times, the best machine is the machine that you know how to use, that you learn how to use. And there's a lot to be said about that. You don't have to go out and spend $1,300 or $1,400 if you don't want to. You can buy these machines now at mid-price range or even lower in some cases, and you're still going to get pretty good performance that you wouldn't have had, 8 years ago. Right, Mike?
Yeah, that's exactly right. They've come a long way in a short time,
Right. Yeah. And so, and again, I don't review metal detectors, and I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to buy this Legend 2. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to buy that new Vanquish. There's a lot of people that have bought the Vortex. There's a lot of people that have bought the Deus 2. There's a lot of people that have bought the Manicore. There's a lot of people that have bought the Xterra Pro. Our goal on our channel is to try to help people that have bought those machines, show them the settings, show us running the machines out in the field. And that's what we do. We don't really review the machines. We feel like that you can make up your own mind what machine you want and then go out and use it and just have fun with it and learn it the best you can. And a lot of these machines, they're just so advanced from what we had 8 or 10 years ago that, they're going to find a good bit of stuff. And we've shown that over and over and over again. Haven't we, Michael?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we found good finds with most of these machines,
Oh yeah, and I've enjoyed running them, and that's the thing. I just love going out and metal detecting, and
right.
And whether it's with an Xterra Pro or whether it's with a Nokta Score or whether it's with a Minelab Manicore or an XP Deus 2. But you guys know I love the Deus 2. I love the audio, and that's what really drives me to that machine. Michael loves running the Manicore too, and he loves it because of the screen and all the information that you get. Minelab, you can go and compare all of these machines back and forth. They've all got different features. They've all got different things that they come with. Some perform better in certain situations, whereas others don't. Some have more features that some don't, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad machine. And again, a lot of people are going to buy these machines and they're going to take them out and go hunt with them. And our goal is to try to help you along the way and show you what we do with them when we take them out into the field. And that's what I enjoy doing. And I think that's what Michael loves doing too, as well. So, we just take them out and use them. That's the best way to learn it. try to learn and read as much as you can on the machine. And then, if you need to make a decision on a machine, read and learn as much as you can, and then make the choice of what machine you think is going to suit you best. And then go out and learn everything you can about that machine and just enjoy metal detecting. Don't worry about what others say about the machine that you have. Go hunt with it and enjoy it. That's just where we are.
Yeah.
Jeff's detecting channel says, I've run the beast mode. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Jeff. I don't really hunt for a lot of things that are really, really deep. I mean, most of the stuff that I'm looking for is mainly in trashy areas. I'm more concerned with the separation abilities of these machines and how they can separate between good targets and bad targets and iron mainly. So that's where I'm at. But the Legend has done great in that category. And I expect the Legend 2 is going to be even faster. So this is going to be interesting. And like I said, I'm real curious to see what Nokta's done with this machine. How about you, Michael? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, it looks good. We'll just have to see. They hadn't really named a lot of the features. We're just really looking at this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know a whole lot about it right now. So.
Right. Well, and we'll see what's going on with it. It is a it's got a good reputation. The other one does. So I would think that this one's going to fall into the same lines. And they've added some advancements. They've made it lighter, which that was another thing too that I had a problem with. The machine was heavy. That's why I love running the LG 24 versus running the big coil, the 13-inch, 12-inch coil they have. The LG 30, I think, is what the one was. But yeah, I like the Legend, and I think the Legend 2 is going to be even better. So we'll see what happens. Edward G says he's looking forward to the new Legend, as are we. We want to see what they got going on with it. And I had a couple of people talking about Manicore battery life. Brian Thomas says, I don't have a problem with the battery life on the Manicore. It takes a while to charge it. That's the thing.
Yeah, it does take a while.
Surfside Dan runs his a good bit, and he's been telling me, he feels like he's got to charge it a lot more lately. And he's had his since they first came out. So, but he's sort of told me that too. I haven't had a problem with my battery running down. Michael, have you had a problem with your battery running out?
Maybe one time that I can remember, but I think it was because I forgot to charge it. But if you run it all day and charge it that night and get up and hunt the next day, you're fine. But if you forget to charge it, or we'll say if you go longer than 8 hours, probably.
Right.
Yeah. You might have a problem. Yeah.
So Casey's on here, Key Date Kid. Go check out Casey and Excalibur Shovels. We're glad to have Casey on here with us tonight. And he's talking about the Vortex. He said the Vortex should have come out with a new updated coil design. Looking from the shaft down, it could be a Vortex, AT Max, or AT Pro. Yeah, and I sort of agree with Casey. I really love the 5x8 coil that they've released for the Vortex, that Ripper coil. And I've been running that out in the field, and you guys can go watch a video. If you've got the Vortex, you want to see what it's doing out in the field, then, go watch a couple of my Vortex videos. But and I know the Vortex has gotten a bad rap, and, it had some issues early on, but it's slowly getting better and better and better. And, I don't have a problem running it. Michael's run it, and it's performed well for us out in the field.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing about the Deus as far as the coils. I mean, they look the same. They're same.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So there's a lot going on, but that machine, I think it's headed in the right direction. Do we wish that Garrett would have gone with 40 kilohertz? Yes. Do we wish we had the feature where we can turn the volume on and off real quick? Yes. Do we wish we had more tone options? Yes. All of those things but they're known things. does that make the machine perform any different? To me, no. I mean, I'm just being honest about it. But again, I've hunted with it. I've taken it out in the field and it's produced for me every single time. And I know Michael's hunted with it too, and it produced for him as well.
Yeah.
Right, Michael?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I enjoyed running it. It's a solid machine.
Mm-hmm. And we look for the Legend 2 to be a solid machine. I mean, it might not come out of the gate perfect, as we've seen all these other machines. Do you think this thing's going to come out of the gate perfect, Michael?
I'm sure there's going to be some updates and some improvements, like all of these machines have had.
Yeah.
They've, it's just a work in progress. It always is, and the Legend One, people forget, but there was a lot of updates to get that machine to where it's at today, and I think they've learned from that, and it's there's not going to be that many updates, but I'm sure there will be some updates for it to improve it.
Well, and they're not going to get it right out of the gate. We
Right.
know that it's going to be a work in progress, just like all the other companies have had to do. And how good it will be, when they first release it, I don't know. But I'm sure they'll have to go through a couple of updates to get everything the way that they want it. So we'll see what happens with that. So looking here, Papa Vane says that his battery runs down before his manicord.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's the way it is for me too, Papa. I'm with you as well. Detect Meister says, I think when you're used to using a Deus 2, the battery life seems a lot less on the manicord. And that could be true too. The Deus 2 has some unbelievable battery life for sure. Yeah, there are a lot of Garrett haters out there. And, again, I'm just going to say this. There are a lot of people that have bought that machine and they just want to go out and hunt with it if they've got it. And, go out there and have fun with it. Learn it the best you can. It's got some, it is missing a couple of things, but it's not a bad machine. You can go out and hunt with it. And you can find things with it. And I've shown that over and over and over and over again. So I don't have a problem with Garrett. And, kudos to them. They're a USA company, guys. And, they're trying, and, it's a USA company. I'm going to support them as well as support all the other companies. And if they, if I get one of these machines, I'm going to show me using it, talking about it, and just running it the way that I think it needs to be run on the sites that I have. I love metal detecting. I love finding history. That's what I do. And that's what Michael does. And we just go out and have fun. And that's what it should be all about. It's, you can look at it however you want, but again, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to buy this new machine, this Legend 2, and hopefully we're going to be able to help them when they get it and they take it out in the field for the first time. Maybe we can show them some things that might help them. So let's see. Matt says, I just turned mine on and we'll leave it on until it dies. I'll let y'all know. I'm like, yeah, okay, Matt. There you go. See how long it takes for it to completely die down. Key Date Kid says, right on Dig and Do. Merlin loves digging in the homeland. There you go. He's talking about the shovels. So that's good. Dig and Do says, question is, can and will the Legend 2 outperform the Manicore, the XP Deus 2 in the digital world? We'll see. Again, I don't know what the price is going to be, Dig and Do. That's a good question. And I think that, we'll find out sooner than later. But it'll be interesting. Like I said, these machines are all so close. I really believe that. And we'll see what happens. Key Day Kid says, I love the Garrett Vortex. Just needed an updated cold design. Yeah, like I said, I have a problem with the Vortex. There are some things that I would have liked for them to have done, but is it a good machine and a machine that I could go out and hunt with? And yes, I can go out and hunt with it and I enjoy it. So we'll do what we can with it as well. So FLX is in here, says, hello, everyone. Glad to have you in here, FLX. Scrolling down, I'm trying to answer some questions. Thank you so much, John, for being here. Key Day Kid says the length of time to charge the Manicore is the length of time the battery will last. Still love me. And the Manicore is a solid machine. So yeah, we've got got a lot of people that have Manicores in here too. So, and we love our Manicore. I mean, I love hunting with it. Michael loves hunting with it. And we love our hunting with our Deus too. And we just go out and have fun with it. Whatever machine we have in our hand, we're going to try to do the best we can with it and try to find good history with it. That's what it's ultimately all about.
Right.
Digging Dude says it took a while and experimenting, but the Versa really is special. Yeah, Digging Dude, when I ran the Rudis Versa, that's one of the main things that really attracted me to that machine was the dual tone feature. Yeah, and it is a shame it's not sold in the U.S., but who knows? Maybe that'll all change. Brian Thomas is in. He says he loves his Manicore too as well. So, Michael, we've talked a lot about the Legend 2, which we're looking forward to learning more about it. Maybe Nokta will come on here with us. Maybe we'll get our hands on one of these Legend 2s and start to help people out with it once it arrives. But again, right now it's sort of a mystery. And if you go on their website, it's they just sort of show it sort of flashing by. But this is probably the best picture we got from an ad, I believe, that was in American Digger, I believe, or one of those. So we'll see. Buzzsaw says I still have his old Garrett mine, also back from the 70s, hanging on the wall. And okay, all right. Digging Buddy says, "What's up, gang?" All right. So let's look at the other machine that was debuted just recently, and here it is, Michael. So we got a new Vanquish from Minelab, and look what I got, Michael.
The original.
The original Vanquish, the 540, baby, the 540. So, and again, you guys know I like the small coils, but this is the 10-inch coil. I don't have the 5x8 on there, but I've hunted a good bit. I've got a couple of videos up on the Vanquish on the channel, and some really cool stuff with the original Vanquish, and that machine, with it being multi-frequency, now there wasn't a lot of settings that you
have that other picture of it that shows what we think is the battery on that, Brian?
Yeah, I do. So here's a picture of the 560, this is called the Vanquish 60 series. So the last version were the 40 series. So you can see the battery compartment is right behind the remote head.
That's there. Pretty large battery, it looks like.
Yeah, and they say you get up to they got it advertised as up to 10 hours. Yeah. Now this is the picture of the 560 Pro Pack, and they've got the low light screen. I know some people have already sort of mentioned on here about the what was it? The low light screen. Oh, the numbers. Yeah. So it's got I think it's 112 target ID range, Michael, which is.
So it's in the negative on for the iron, right?
Yes, you can get the negative for the iron. It does have an iron bias adjustment, I believe, from what I saw. With the Pro Pack, you can get 2 coils. So you get a 8x5 coil as well as the 12x9 coil, which you see on here. And this is the Pro Pack model. And if you get the Pro Pack model, you get these Bluetooth headphones, which you and I were talking about, which I really like, those lightweight looking headphones. That
right. Yeah, it would be nice if those would work with the Manicore, the 900, the 700.
Yeah. So, yeah, it would be nice to find out from Minelab whether you're going to be able to use those with some of the other machines, or maybe they have some more coming out,
right?
Especially for the beach hunters and for us that hunt in the South and it's blue blazing hot during the summer. It'd be nice to have a pair of those types of headphones. So, yeah. Brian Thomas says it looks like it has an S handle. It does, like the Deus too. Yes, it sure does. So they're going to have a 560, a 460, and a 360. And and I've got pictures of all of them, but I only put up the 560 model, as I know most of you would probably be going for that. As far as the price goes, I believe it's going to be in that $500 range, I believe, for this, which is the upper end Pro Pack model. So, pretty reasonably priced. I know the other two are going to be slightly cheaper. So, more bang for your buck, more value, I guess. But it is a multi-frequency machine. So you get a lot, and I think they said, yes, it has an adjustable armrest too on it, which I like that feature as well. Don't you, Michael?
Yeah, I do. It does. It looks like it adjusts like the older one does, where the lower shaft, you can move it in and out.
Yeah. So, the battery is rechargeable. Yes, it's a rechargeable battery. Whereas with the original Vanquish, you had to load up the double A's right in here. So it wasn't a rechargeable, but this was a solid machine. For the money at the time, I think it was $499 when it was released. I think you can get them much cheaper now, but it is a multi-frequency machine. You can hunt on the beach with it, and you can see I haven't used it in a while. It's got dust all over it, Michael, but it's a pretty cool machine, and it folds up pretty nice and compact. So, again, the original versus this new one. This new one looks really slick, and I think a lot of people are going to like this new machine, especially for the price range. So, Drum and Detect is very Deus 2 looking. Yeah, it sort of does have that Deus 2 look. Lou's on here. It's his first time here. Going to be following you guys. I'm running the Deus 2. I appreciate that, Lou. Yeah, we talk a lot about XP machines. Come on and join us. We've got a lot of content on the channel. You can go and check us out. So real quick, we're gonna do our commercial break real quick, because we want to mention that we are doing our giveaway later on, and our sponsor is LMS Metal Detecting, and the giveaway that we're doing tonight is for 2 XP 240 backpacks. I'm sorry, 240. Is that right, Michael? 240. Right?
That's right. The 280 is the large one.
Yeah, the 280 is the big one. But anyway, we're giving away 2 XP 240 backpacks tonight. So we're going to do 2 drawings tonight. So you being in here, but you got to be in here. You got to be subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then no bueno for you. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed at least. And again, you get in for the running for both of those backpacks tonight. And they're wonderful prizes and giveaways. And we appreciate LMS Metal Detect for donating those as our giveaway. And we appreciate XP as well for allowing him to do that. So we are going to be giving away 2 240 backpacks. As again, I know a lot of you are getting ready for the fall season, and you might go on a little walk and you want to throw your Deus 2 or any other machine, fit it down into that backpack and go for a little walk. What did you like about that 240 backpack? Because I know you got one, right, Michael?
Right. I use it more than I do my 280. Really, I kind of store my machine in the 280. If I'm going out, it's lightweight as far as hiking back in the woods. That's what I really like about it. It's lighter weight. It's really nice in the summertime, especially when it's hot and you don't want that heavy 280 backpack. I'll just grab, I'll grab a coil that I'm going to use, and a shaft and the remote and the lightweight headphones and go with that. Right. It's nice to have a lighter option.
Right. Ricky Bennett wants to know if you can turn off the red LED. Well, you can run it without it on. I mean, but if you were hunting I know a lot of people or some people on here that are beach hunters, and they really like that at night. It just really, really, really does good. CZ Digger's right. Will this hurt elite sales or vice versa? I
don't know.
I think the elite's got a little more to offer than the Vanquish, from what I can tell. Now, I don't know every single thing about this machine. I watched a little video on it before We started our live stream tonight, and there were still some things that weren't necessarily all that clear. It did act like there was a way to adjust the iron volume and maybe some iron discrimination. I know I heard that. I don't know about tones. I don't know about any of that other stuff. So that'll be interesting, but I don't think it's going to have as much tone selections as the Elite has. So, that'll be, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if you buy the Elite Pro Pack, you're getting a lot for your money. So, we'll see. Or Expedition, what do they call it? The Expedition Pack, I think is what they call
it. The Expedition Pack,
yeah. And, so I think you're going to have a lot. I think you're going to have a few more settings on the Elite that you won't have on the Vanquish. So, but again, they're very close in price from what I can tell. But I don't know yet, as they haven't released any of that. And hopefully Mike will know for us too, Mr. LMS Metal Detecting, and then maybe we can get some more of that information out there. So let's see what we got here, Michael. Yes, thank you, Drum and Detect. Yeah, please smash that like button. That will help us. And also, too, if you want to hype us, for the live stream, that will definitely help us as well. There's a hype button down underneath the screen whenever whenever this video is over with. So that would help us as well. Yes, LMS, definitely nice prize, and we appreciate LMS so much. And Mike is a very knowledgeable guy. He can get you hooked up with anything metal detecting related, service after the sale. And if you got a question or anything, Mike can definitely get you hooked up with your metal detecting needs. So definitely check Mike out. His information is scrolling across the bottom. And we appreciate LMS Metal Detecting for being a sponsor of our channel and allowing us to have these two great giveaways tonight with the 240 backpacks. So yes, it is. I think so too. Dig 5050. I think it's a nice entry level. It is a multi-frequency metal detector. So
right. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a good machine for sure.
Yeah, for somebody wanting to get into a good multi, not a bad option. Of course, Nokta makes some good multi machines too. The Score, the triple score, double score. They have their 3 series, and I think the Vanquish machines are going to fall right into that category as well. So we'll see. Digging Daryl says bone conductor headphone. I don't think so, Digging Daryl, but I'm not going to say that Minelab might not come out with them. But as far as I know, I haven't seen anything. Metal Detecting Texas says, I use Phoenix HMS 70R headlight. It runs nonstop longer than I can detect.
He said on this beach, he's got rattlesnakes down there.
Yeah, I would be messing with a rattlesnake on a beach.
Yeah.
Right. So, yes, I agree, Ricky. That's interesting headphones, over-the-ear headphones. But I like that. And I know somebody mentioned up here earlier about running the WM09. And was that Matt? I can't remember who said that. Yeah, Wilton 925 said that. He says he uses those earbuds with his WM09. And I do the same thing.
Yeah.
During the summer, I'll use the over-the-ear headphones wired, and I plug them into that WM09 remote model, which is a little box. And you can plug in some wired headphones, and you can just clip it on your belt, and it's wireless and it connects. And you do have the wire that runs from your wired headphones, but the remote connects to the actual machine. And I love that, especially when it's so hot. Don't you?
I do too. It's you can pretty much use whatever headphones you want then.
Yeah. Digging Dude says, I'm waiting for the Octa score. So, he says it'll have 8. Somebody says, yeah, it'll be an 8 with an 8-sided coil. But who knows? Who knows what Nokta's going to do? But again, we do know the Legend 2 is coming, and we have heard that the pulse induction machine's coming. So hopefully they'll have that out real soon, and we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's going to be really interesting. So, and I know I shared this picture a few minutes ago. Here's what this sort of looks like. I think it's got the cover over the top of it, but this is what the screen looks like and the face of the remote looks like. So for what that's worth, and you guys can be the judge of that. So yeah, Metal Tech in Texas says, hey, Brian, I haven't been able to be here lately, so I don't know. Have you been showing people's finds? I really did look for. We're going to get back to doing that. I think a lot of people were tied up during the summer. And Matt, I do. I would really like to get back to doing that. So maybe we can start getting people to start submitting some of their finds, especially the historical ones, as well as some fantastic beach finds like what Matt finds. And I know a lot of you love digging gold on the beach, and gold is sky high right now, Michael. What is almost $3,600 an ounce,
Wow.
if I remember correctly. So, yeah, that would be really, really nice. Brian Thomas says, I slide the WM09 in my front pocket and use wired earbuds. Very nice. A lot cooler. Right. It definitely is. Yeah. I bought some industrial wired headphones. You remember that, Michael?
Yeah, the earbuds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like those too. I think they're waterproof or sweat proof or something, right?
Yeah, they are, and they're noise canceling really good. When you stick them in your ear, you can't hear anything. I mean, they really perform really, really well with that, with the WM09. So, so what do you think about this Vanquish, real quick, Michael?
I mean, I think it's going to be a good machine. It's a good update from the Vanquish 540, I think. And it looks like it's got some good features on it. I think it's going to be a good machine. We're just going to have to. We don't really know as far as tone wise and everything on either the Legend 2 or this machine.
Right.
And I mean, like I said, they're good entry level machines. That's what it looks like they're going for on these machines.
Yeah, and they are. And I think I read they were going to go up to 5 tones, but I think that was going to be it, Michael. But I could be wrong on that. So again, we'll just have to wait and see when they release more information on it. But I knew a lot of people would be excited about that. So yes. Yeah, we're hoping, Gene. We're hoping that they're going to release something, on that upper end too, as well. So maybe that's coming. Maybe who knows? Maybe by the end of the year, maybe first of next year, or maybe not. I mean, I just don't know. I would love to think.
Yeah.
So, but again, yeah, and I'm glad Matt brought that up. Yeah, I would love to get back to showing some more finds. So, maybe as we move into October, maybe we start bringing back a finds of the week and that kind of stuff, and we'll start doing some of that too, maybe, Michael. We are working on some other things too, and I will say this real quick, and you don't have to do it, but if you would like to sign up for our membership channel, we do have that as well. All you got to do is click on the join thing underneath the screen, and you can join our membership. We do a live stream once a month with our members. We do some special giveaways. You get a badge for signing up. We sometimes send out special videos just for those members, and or we send out something early before we put it up on the main channel. So that does give you a little more access to some of this stuff. And you don't have to do it. We're always going to be here on Friday night. But if you do it, it's basically to support us. Pays for shipping when we do giveaways. Pays for cameras, all the new stuff. Helps us get machines as well, and that kind of thing too. So, but again, you don't have to do it, but it is there as an option if you choose to do so. Brian Thomas says, I have so many folks ask me about the hobby and what I paid for the Manicore, and I always tell them about the entry level machines, right? And there's so many good ones too. That's the thing, If you've got anywhere from $300 to $500 or $500 or $600, I mean, you could really get a good machine. I feel.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just a lot to do. So, all right. So we're getting some people, and there's Chris. He said, "Where's that tip of the week?" Well, guess what? We're gonna have 2 tips of the week, Chris, just for you, because Michael did one And then we're going to let our buddy Digging Daryl in on the action tonight, Michael. Are you okay sharing the spotlight with Digging Daryl
Yeah,
tonight with the tip of the week?
yeah.
Well, we
I'm
appreciate Digging Daryl.
here, ready to hear Daryl's thing.
Yeah, he sent it. He sent it in to us. He didn't know if you were going to be on. I said, well, I think he's going to be on. But anyway, he sent it to us, and we definitely want to share because it's a good one too. And Michael's is good as well. So we're gonna share Michael's first, and then we're gonna share our buddy Digging Daryl's tip. And we appreciate both of them for submitting the tip of the week on Southern Relic Adventure. So let's, without any hesitation, let's go ahead and let's get this tip of the week up. So hang on, Michael. Where are you at, Michael? Here you are.
Hi guys, I just wanted to hop on here and give a tip of the week this week. And my tip this week is kind of a short one. A lot of people know this, but when you look on a map and you find a new home site or a new area to hunt that you think may have large concentrations of iron, I like to cut my iron volume up on my machine so I can hear it initially, where I'll know I'm in the spot, and kind of see where the boundaries of the iron are, so you can tell where the structure was. And once I've located it, I like to cut my iron volume back down. I still like to hear the iron, but I cut it down to a lower level so it's easier to hunt like that. But initially I cut it up just so I can hear that iron and kind of mark the boundary of the structure that was there, so you can kind of get a feel of where it's at and know where the best spots to hunt. As you know, we love to hunt in the iron, and that's why we have these fast machines. But that's kind of a tip that I like to use. I know a lot of people probably know that, but a lot of people probably don't. But I just wanted to share that this week. Thanks, guys.
All right. So there's Michael's tip of the week. Now let's hear from Mr. Digging Daryl.
1900. Hey, what's up, guys? I was going to give you a little Digging Daryl tip of the week. Some of the areas that we live in you may not be able to find, artifacts, that was in the 1800s or 1700s. Kind of like me, where I live. If I find a coin, older than 1900, that's doing something pretty special. But one thing that I find quite a few of, and that's wheat cents. So to help keep metal detecting interesting, kind of exciting, when you live in an area such like I do, and you kind of get discouraged because you're not finding old stuff, but you do find wheat cents. Well, I recommend getting one of these right here. And what this is it's a way to collect your wheat cents. And it's got them all from 1909 all the way up to 1958. And as you can see, mine likes quite a bit from being full. But you can tell, see, when I get down here in the early 1900s, it starts getting pretty slim. But anyway, anytime I find a wheat cent, kind of get you a little excited, because you think, well, I might not have that one. So it's just a way to kind of keep the hobby interesting whenever you're not finding a whole lot, and when you do find a wheat cent, kind of energize you a little bit so you can put it in with your collection. So that's my tip of the week. Just a way to try to keep things interesting, when things might not be so interesting when you're out. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the tip of the week. Like I said, you can get these on, I think I got this one on Amazon. So it's pretty cheap. I can't remember what it cost. $4.99 is what I paid for this one. $4.99. Well, anyway, hope you like the tip of the week, and take care.
All right, we got that straight from Daryl. What did you think of Daryl's tip, Michael?
I like that. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good way to keep up with them. You know, I found quite a few wheat scents, and you know, I mean, that would be an interesting way to collect them and to keep them all together. You know, most time when I find one, I just throw it in a little pile that I have.
Right. I know. So that was a great tip, and your tip was awesome too.
Me and Brian actually know a spot where we could probably fill a lot of that book up with wheat.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that side would be loaded with wheat pennies.
Yeah.
You could dig wheat pennies all day long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That would make it really interesting, though.
Yeah.
You know? So for sure. Well, I appreciate both of you guys sharing your tips of the week, and I know our audience appreciated it too, as those were some really, really, really good tips. And again, guys, if you want to share your tips and then we mentioned them on the channel, I left it on the YouTube channel, but if you want to add to the tips of the week, have Michael, give you a shout out for sharing your tip. If he picks your tip, he's going to give you a shout out. If Digging Darryl comes on here and does a tip for us, then we'll let him do a shout out too. So again, go check out the post I left on YouTube in the community section on Southern Relic Adventures, and leave us a tip. And maybe we choose your tip as the next tip of the week. So we really appreciate every single one of you.
Another thing that's fun to do if you're hunting, like with me and Brian, we see which one can find the oldest wheat scent.
Yeah. I mean, you got to make it fun when you're out there. Especially like Darryl says, because not all days are winners.
Right.
I had one like last weekend. It's like the first time I really felt like I was sort of shut out, but I wasn't really shut out. I just didn't find anything, just outstanding or something that really stood out to me. So, but I did dig an Indian head. So I probably need to buy an Indian head book, Michael. That would be interesting too, because I've dug 2 Indian head pennies over the last couple of weeks. And so I love digging those. I love digging wheat scents, but again, I love history. And that's why we all metal detect too, is to go out and find some fun things, enjoy the history, enjoy being with friends, and enjoy swinging whatever machine we have. Right, Michael?
That's right.
Right. And so again, yes, it would be fun to fill up that book. Right. And Digging Darryl, that's a great. Yes, definitely, for sure. So we got a few people piling in here. They're ready for the giveaway, Michael. So we will see about doing the giveaway. You ready to do that, Michael?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's see if we can knock that out. Matt says, I really must suck at this game. I haven't found an Indian head yet.
How do you want to do it, Brian? Do you want to have everybody put in and just spin it once and then do it twice, using the same entry, or you want to use 2 different entries?
We'll do 2 different entries.
Okay.
We'll do 2. It shouldn't be bad. Gene Gilstrap wants to know if there's any hats with those backpacks. No hats tonight, Gene, but we will be back with some hats. So stay tuned. I don't know how many more hats I got. I might have to. XP's supposedly sending me some more stuff, so maybe I'll have some more stuff too to do as a giveaway. So we'll see what happens. Rocky Mountain says, "Hey Brian, glad to have you in here, Rocky Mountain." And trying to get Ohio Fred's in here. Glad to have Ohio Fred. I'm trying to get a couple people. Gary Graham's in here. Says howdy, y'all. So glad to have everyone in here tonight. We got a great crowd, almost 70 people in here. And we're going to do this giveaway, Michael. So let me share the screen. Let's see if we can do this right first time. What do you think?
Yeah,
we can do it.
Hopefully we won't have any problems tonight.
Oh, dude, this thing's always it's funky acting, but all right. So we're going to share our screen tonight, and it is going to be hashtag LMS for the first 240 backpack, XP backpack, and we can go up before we start collecting.
Aggie's already gave her postage fee there. She's confident.
What's that? What did she say? She's confident tonight?
For postage fund.
Yeah,
She's confident.
Oh, man. Thank you, Aggie. I appreciate that. And yes, you're right. That will pay for the postage for this. In fact, it'll probably be a little bit more, actually, but that's good. Again, we do these giveaways for you guys, so we are going to be doing that. If you don't know what I'm trying to pull up Mike's website real quick so these guys can see it, and then we'll do our drawing. Metal detecting, and let's see if we can find it on Mike's store real quick, Michael, while everybody's putting in their LMS. Let's see here, accessories. Let's see here. There it is. So here it is. So we got that. I know a lot of you are putting in your LMS, and I'm getting ready to, let's see if that thing's picking up on it. That's the main thing. 1 second. Yes, we got 47 entries, so we're good. Thank y'all all for being a part of the giveaway tonight. So, and we're going to show y'all what this backpack looks like. We got 53, I believe, right now.
53 or 2.
Yeah. So they're all piling in here. Good job, guys. And again, this is a great backpack. We're gonna show it on the screen. We appreciate Mr. Mike Heil from LMS Metal Detecting for sponsoring us with this backpack. I'd have to stop my screen. Anyway, you can go over to Mike's site, and we'll show it again. We'll show it after we do this first drawing, Michael. But again, if you don't win the first time, guys, then get in on the second time. So, and whoever wins the first time, don't get in on the second one. Because I know it would be bad if they won twice, wouldn't it, Michael?
Yeah.
But yes.
Backpacks.
Yes, these LMS backpack or this XP240 backpack is an awesome backpack. It's a $70 retail value. Mike sells these for $59.90 on his site. So you're getting a fantastic prize giveaway from LMS Metal Detecting. And we appreciate Mike, and we appreciate XP as well. And go check out Mike's site too. We've got his information scrolling across the bottom. It's lmsmetaldetecting.com. And all you got to do is type that in. And we got, how many we got now, Michael? I can't see that screen.
56.
56. I have to look at the big screen on my big monitor. So, go check Mike out. He's got tons and tons of great stuff. If you're a beach hunter and you're looking for a sand scoop, Mike has an amazing sand scoop catalog of sand scoops. So go check him out. I bought a titanium scoop from him. I really love it with a carbon fiber shaft, and it is just awesome. Just an awesome sand scoop. So, and I know Surfside Dan's on here right now, and I know he's got that same scoop, and we both love that sand scoop that Mike has at LMS. So you can go check it out as well. So we're gonna wait a few more minutes, Michael. We've got 56 right now. So we're gonna do this first drawing here in the next few minutes. So if you're gonna get in on this one, then good luck. And we got Mr. Gary Graham says, I can't use mine at Bentonville, North Carolina. So let's see here. Anyway, we're going to see. We got Pete Street got in there. Hashtag LMS. Appreciate it. We got Cleotis. that right? James Dirt Digging Dog. He says, howdy from Iowa. Glad to have you in here with us. Appreciate you joining in tonight. And good luck to everyone. Thank you, FLX Detectors. We appreciate you, buddy. And as always, go check him out. If you got TikTok, John's big on TikTok, FLX Detectors. Go check him out. There's a couple of guys over there that I'm good friends with, and they are super supporters of us as well. So go check out John at FLX Detectors on TikTok. And again, I know he would really, really appreciate that. Got old timer as well, and says, yes, love FLX's videos. Good, Robin. Yeah, it says, thanks to LMS. Yes, we appreciate Mike so much. So we got 57. All right. What do you think, Michael?
Let's go ahead. If they didn't get in on this one, they can get in on the next one.
They can get in on the next one, right? And if you win, very important here. If you win, you must email me your address, sransc@gmail.com. So if you win a backpack tonight, please email me with your address, first and last name, and mailing address. And I know Mike would greatly appreciate that. And we'll get these out to you sometime this weekend, and you should have it by the end of next week. So definitely email me your address, and we'll try to get those out as soon as possible. So again, make sure that you email me your address, sransc@gmail.com, and we will get you up and running. All right, Michael, let's do this first drawing. We got 58 in here. If you didn't get in this first time, remember, we're going to do it all over again in just a few minutes. So let's do our drawing. Here we go. So let's see. Good luck to everybody. They're going. Digging Buddy is the winner of the 240 backpack. So Digging Buddy, make sure that you send me your address and we will get you up and running. There's Mr. Ferris Grump is in the house. He said he just left the beach, so he's been out there metal detecting. But Ferris Grump, if you missed out on the first one, we're going to do it again, so you can get in on this next one for sure. And there's a couple people that are waiting to get in, so we're going to do it all over again, Michael. So I'm going to let you choose the hashtag on this next one. What do you want this hashtag to be?
Hashtag 240.
Hashtag 240. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Hashtag 240. Michael says hashtag 240. Okay, that's what Michael said. So hashtag 240, everybody. Hashtag 240. So definitely put that in, and I'll give you guys a few minutes to get in. And congratulations to Digging Buddy. And again, don't forget to email me your address. So here we go. Again, it's sransc@gmail.com. Send us that address, and we'll get that out to you gladly. So let's see if this thing picked them up this time, Michael. It did good the last time. So yes, we're at 48, Michael.
We got lucky tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, it's working good tonight, finally. So make sure you put in that hashtag 240. Let's see who's going to be our second winner of the night of our XP 240 backpacks. Remember, guys, hit that like button before you leave tonight. We would greatly appreciate it. Go check out LMS Metal Detecting. His information is scrolling across the bottom. Give Mike a call. Great service after the sale. Super knowledgeable about all things metal detecting related. Great selection of accessories, great selection of machines. He's got it all. So go check him out. I know he would greatly appreciate it. And he is the reason why we're doing this giveaway tonight. So go show him your support. Give him a shot. He is here in South Carolina. And of course, if you live anywhere nearby, he can get that stuff out to you really quick. If you come to the beach, you come to Myrtle Beach or wherever, you can go by and you can actually rent equipment from Mike to go metal detect on the beach. So if you forgot your metal detector or forgot your sand scoop, you can actually go and rent stuff from Mike too. So he does a little bit of everything, and we appreciate Mike so much. Yes, definitely. We appreciate that, Bells. Yes, please go visit his site. He's the reason why we're able to do these things tonight. Yeah. And we really appreciate him so much. And Bells is exactly right. Thank you, Bells, so much. Yes, let's go. Let's see. Let's see who's going to be the next one. I'm me, 240 for Joe Dirt. So yes, old P-Line's in. We got everybody in, Michael. So we're at 73, and we got 61 people that have. So we got more on this one than we did on the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and Brian is right. Mike is awesome to deal with. Super knowledgeable and just an awesome guy. Metal Detecting Texas said he just bought an extreme scoop. It's the bomb. It is that they do make good scoops.
I have one too.
Yes. Jeff's Detecting Channel says love Myrtle Beach. Well, check Mike out, Jeff. If you're down this way or if you're looking for anything metal detecting related, he's right here in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina. So you can check him out, and he can get you hooked up with anything. Gary Hull says, again, good luck to everyone. Appreciate that. 5 miles in here says 240 just happens to be my favorite number. Yeah, I hope you win 5 miles. That'd be good. So let's see, Michael. We got 62. We got 75 people in here with 62 people that have signed up for the detector. So, or for the detector.
63.
So CZ Digger says good luck to all. Yes, he says trying to watch and bet. I know, Gary. I can only imagine what that's like. Gary Graham. Yes. Hey, and Gary, if you check out Mike, and he does discounts for veterans too as well. So definitely go check him out with that. MD4 Cash says good luck. All right, we got 63. What do you think, Michael?
I think that's about what we're gonna get. It looks like.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna do it again. Let's see who's going to be the lucky winner of this second XP 240 backpack, which is an awesome backpack. So let's do our drawing, Michael. We got 73 people in here, so really nice. So somebody just snuck in, Michael. Philip Faircloth just snuck in. He just got in the nick of time. All right, we're doing our drawing. Good luck to all. And let's see. Yes, thanks to all of our veterans. We appreciate you. So let's do our drawing. And here we go, Michael. Let's see what happens on this one. Who's going to be the lucky one, Michael? Papa Vane. I think that Papa, this is like his first time on the channel tonight, too.
Yeah.
I believe so. Papa Vane, congratulations. Hopefully you're here, Papa Vane. Are you here? Let's see. Let's make sure. Yes, Papa Vane comes in first time, comes out swinging.
There he is.
Yeah, he said
he's been here before. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he says he has been here before. Well, we're glad you came back tonight. You are the lucky winner of that 240 backpack from XP and from LMS Metal Detecting. So congratulations, Papa Vane. Make sure if you won tonight to please email me your mailing address at sransc@gmail.com. Congratulations to Papa Vane, and congratulations to Diggin' Buddy on their wins tonight and on those 2 great prizes. And once again, thank you to LMS Metal Detecting and XP Metal Detectors for making this giveaway possible. And guys, we're going to have some more giveaways coming up in the near future. Tell your friends about the channel. If this is your first time on our live stream, we do a lot of stuff. And we talk a lot of metal detecting talk. We are going to get back into our finds, which we talked about earlier. And we just come on here and have a good time. It's just a good time on a Friday night. So we appreciate all of you guys so much. And we're glad we can be here with you guys on a Friday night. So, Michael, anything else you want to share before we get out of here?
I think well, I enjoyed it tonight, guys, and I'm glad we had some great prizes to give away from LMS. So I thank him for that. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Detector Two Guns. Again, all of that helps us have these giveaways. It helps us with the shipping on these giveaways. It helps with the live stream. It helps with machines. It helps with all of that stuff. So thank you so much. And we appreciate you for the super sticker. Yes. And Digging Dude's right. Yes. God bless the Charlie Kirk and his family. We appreciate that, Digging Dude. Yeah. Such a very sad incident that happened this week. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with Charlie Kirk and his family as well.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. Thanks for sharing that, Digging Dude. The Tech Meister says, yes, it is slightly longer. The 240 is a little more compact, but a lot of people tell me that you can take that 240 onto an airplane too. So, it's a carry-on. So that might be a good thing too. And I was going to let me show that 240 backpack real quick before we get out of here. If you are interested in the 240 backpack, we're going to share that. This is straight from LMS Metal Detecting's site. And there it is right there. That is the 240 backpack. And again, it's a nice backpack. Like I said, Michael's got one. He loves it. And yes, FLX says, yeah, we're giving away a 240. Okay, good. So if you're on TikTok, go check out FLX. And they're giving away a backpack on their show on TikTok. So go check them out on the Top Cast is what they call it. And I've been on there. So I enjoyed it. Those guys are awesome. And we appreciated them having us on when they did. And I've got to get them on, Michael. I think they'd be great guests as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Joe Dirk says, thank you, LMS. And again, go check Mike out. And Michael, I think that's a wrap. We were on here for an hour and 25 minutes. That's long. So, yes. Oh, thank you, Wilton. We appreciate it. Hopefully you got something good out of the show tonight. I know we talked a lot about some of the new things that are coming. And we've got some other guests scheduled that are going to be coming in hopefully in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. Check out our channel. If you're new here, go check us out. We got tons of content. We come here every Friday night for our live streams at 7:30 on Friday night. And then, of course, we do have our membership thing, too, if you're interested. If you're not, then that's fine, too. We're still going to be here bringing great information and content for you guys, and we appreciate you. Thank you, Digging Buddy, and congratulations on your win. Thank you, Detector Two Guns. We appreciate you, too, buddy. Thank you so much. Buzzsaw says, looking forward to some more Days to a Manacle. We got some coming. We'll definitely have more coming. Thank you, Eric F. We appreciate that. And it's just a good time. And we come here, it's a relaxed atmosphere, and we just enjoy ourselves and just talk metal detecting and have a good time. So we appreciate it so much. Thank you, FLX. You enjoy your weekend too. Buzzsaw says, great live stream. Thank you so much, Buzzsaw. We appreciate you so much. So I got to be up early, Michael. So I think it's time for us to get out of here. So guys, thank y'all so much. We appreciate you. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful and fantastic weekend. If you're a college sports football fan, hopefully your team wins tomorrow. And if you're an NFL fan, hopefully your team wins on Sunday. If you get out of metal detect, hopefully you find some great and amazing things.
Right.
And we appreciate you guys so much. And hopefully we'll be back next Friday night at 7:30. So we will catch you guys then on our next adventure. Have a good one. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And thanks for supporting our channel. We really do appreciate you. So
have a good weekend, guys. And
care.
Get out and enjoy this great weather now.
Yes, enjoy the weather for sure. We'll see you guys.